The apex roommate. You're sitting on your couch, scrolling through your phone, and your dog is snoring at your feet. Or maybe your cat is currently judging you from across the room. We treat them like family. We buy them sweaters, celebrate their birthdays, and let them sleep in our beds. But if you strip away the kibble and the TikTok filters, you're left with a weird biological mystery. Humans are apex predators. Dogs are descendants of wolves, nature's most efficient killing machines. Why on earth did we decide to let them move into our caves? When did we stop seeing animals as just calories on legs and start seeing them as friends? The first partnership, the wolf in the camp. To find the start, you have to travel back at least 15,000 years, and likely much further. You are a hunter-gatherer during the tail end of the Ice Age. Life is a constant cycle of hunt or be hunted. But there's a shadow following your tribe. In the beginning, this wasn't a friendship, it was a business deal. The boldest wolves realized that hanging around human camps meant free leftovers. You realized that these wolves acted like a living alarm system, barking when a saber-toothed cat approached in the night. But then, something shifted. You didn't just tolerate them, you started raising their pups. We have found a grave in Germany, the Bonn Oberkassel site from 14,000 years ago, where a man, a woman, and a dog were buried together. The dog was sick and had been cared for by the humans for weeks before it died. This is the smoking gun of history. It proves that 14,000 years ago, we weren't just using animals, we were loving them. The weird detail, the fox that almost was. Before dogs became the official best friend, you were experimenting. Archaeology tells us about a failed pet, the fox. In Jordan, scientists found a 16,500-year-old burial, where a human was laid to rest with a red fox. The fox's body was moved with the human when the grave was later reopened, suggesting a deep, personal bond. Why don't we have pet foxes today? Because foxes are notoriously difficult to tame. They're skittish and don't have the social brain that wolves do. You tried to make fetch happen with foxes, but eventually you realized that the wolf was the only one who actually wanted to be part of the team. The cat revolution, the granary guard. While dogs were your hunting partners, cats were your business partners. For a long time, we thought the ancient Egyptians invented the cat 4,000 years ago. But we were wrong. Imagine you are one of the first farmers 9,500 years ago in Cyprus. You've started storing grain, which means you have a massive mouse problem. Suddenly, wildcats show up to the buffet. In 2004, archaeologists found a cat buried carefully with a human in a grave that predates the Egyptian pharaohs by 5,000 years. This cat was brought to the island of Cyprus by boat, which means you didn't just find it, you carried it across the sea with you. You realized that a cat was the ultimate biological pesticide, and in exchange for their service, you gave them a seat by the fire. A two-way mirror. The truth is, we didn't just tame animals, they tamed us. By keeping pets, our own brains changed. We developed higher levels of oxytocin, the love hormone, just by looking into a dog's eyes. We became more social, more empathetic, and more settled. We stopped seeing the natural world as something to be conquered and started seeing it as something to be shared.
So, the next time you're cleaning the litter box or picking up after your dog, remember, you're participating in a 15,000-year-old tradition. You aren't just a pet owner. You are part of the team that survived the wild by making the wild your best friend.